Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You nervous?
Nah.
Do you get nervous?
Yo, what up? This is Mike Brown, and this is The Art of Letting Go.
I remember when I first started therapy, everybody was like, everything okay? And it's not about anything being wrong with you. It's really about just doing the work for yourself.
I wanted to give you a tip in letting go of lack of self-worth. So something that I do is I say whatever I'm feeling about myself out loud. So if I'm having a negative thought about myself, I may say it just out loud in the room or maybe to a friend, just so I can hear that thought and challenge it and say if it sounds right, then it is true. But if it doesn't sound right, then I have to reject it.
It is that sometimes.
Yeah. I think you have to remember that it's art also.
Right.
And whatever comes out of it is not really up to you what it's gonna be. Like, you just have to allow it to be what it's gonna be. Yeah.
When you listen to music, just like meditation, it can help in calming and clearing your mind. So be conscious of the things that y'all are taking in, because just like the food we eat affects our bodies, the sounds that we take in affects our minds. So don't limit yourself to the music that you know. Try some new things, explore, and see where they could take you. Shoot, you see where I'm at, so I know you could go further. So keep going, man. Peace.
I don't feel good all the time. And I feel like I go through depression pretty frequent. And I don't share that with many people because, a lot of people see me, and when they're around me, they take in my energy and they feel good around me, but, I don't always feel that way.
Right.
And I'm not too sure why I don't show it.
Man, how do you balance it all? 'Cause I know we was kind of talking about it before, but how do you find balance in doing everything that you're doing?
I just keep my head down and keep working, really.
People told me be kind to yourself,
Ooh, I like that.
and I didn't know what the fuck that meant. It didn't make sense to me at the time. 'Cause I was just like, what the fuck does that mean to be kind to yourself?
Right.
And the thing that stood clearest to me was my negative self-talk, because people kept just giving me all this, like how they saw me, how they felt about me. And it was just like, man, all these people shooting this positive shit at you, and you shooting all the negative shit in you. It was like, maybe, and I told myself, maybe I don't know myself.
Wow.
And you know what's funny? People don't see the value of teaching shit like this in schools, because these kids can start as early as first grade with a fucking podcast. And imagine if you start in first grade and by the time you're 18, the years of audience that you've built up.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't we teaching that? Like, and I've tried to be within the schools, and the kids ask these questions. I've worked with kids, and they're like, hey, how do I get paid off YouTube? How do I get paid off? Do you get paid off of this? How do I get paid? Money inspires these kids, and they are willing to learn the skills. I've taught kids how to make beats. I've taught kids how to podcast, and I want to give more of that to them, like to go teach them about some musician that's already passed away, or some old ass song that is not better than a Stevie Wonder song, because Stevie Wonder is the greatest musician of all time. So if we're not teaching Stevie Wonder, what are we teaching?
When you're in your 20s, you're trying to please everybody, and you get to a certain age where it's like, man, this shit is all about me, win, lose, or draw.
Feel like my life's a dream with some nightmares in between. I've been directing movie scenes.
I really just want people to know that if you stay consistent and really truly believe in yourself and keep setting goals and keep pursuing them goals, like, it's not about hitting that goal at that exact time. It's about the journey, because you're going to hit it. You're going to hit it no matter what. But the journey to get there is the special part.